Okay. All right. Are we set up? Are we good? I think we are. Hey, everybody. Welcome. This is MrHardcoreMode, where nothing's easy. We are about to play Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. We're about to dive into this new CRPG from Owlcat Games. And I honestly don't know what sort of build I'm going to be doing. I'm going to go in this blind. I'm going to try to play it on hard and see what we can do. Really appreciate all the love and support that I've been getting up on YouTube and also on Twitch, of course. And let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, shall we? You want me to stop talking so we can play the game? Okay, cool, awesome. Let's do this. All right, brand new game. Main story. I know their DLCs are probably going to be stories that are separate from, from everything. These developers are always striving to improve our work. Okay, so they want any sort of information going on. Take up the mantle of a rogue trader. This is the story that we're going to be doing. And by the way, I should probably add this to the title. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. That I will be voice acting pretty much everything that is pretty much silent in the talks. I like to talk to you guys. I like to talk in general. And yeah, well, I'll try to do that to the best of my abilities. But anyway, let's start off with the first one. Take up the mantle of a rogue trader, the scion of an ancient dynasty of daring privateers that reign over their trade protectorate and explore the fringes of the known galaxy. Darkness looms over the bloodline of von Valancius as it faces multiple threats from within its own ranks and without, as countless enemies seek to destroy the most daring and brave agents of humanity. It is up to you to hold the reins of this shattered protectorate and forge a new path for the von Valancius dynasty, currently finding itself in a vortex of wars, intrigues, calamities, and heresy. The stakes are high and risen even higher as you cross paths with terrifyingly powerful and ambitious adversaries in the darkness of the Coronis expanse. So basically they're saying, yo, they're trying to take your money. You don't want that. Get them out and get paid. Let's go ahead and go. We are going to do it on, I should probably add this as well. Hold on. We are going to do this on hard. We do not want to play this on unfair. We do not want to do that. All right. Let's see what we got. Enemy stats are increased by 10%. Enemy wounds are increased by 20%. Damage inflicted by enemies is increased by 10% after all modifiers have been applied. Enemy dodge is increased by 10%. You know, this is actually a lot nicer than Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, the game that they previously made. Because these stats, when you hit up to hard, they'd be like, all the stuff that the enemies get, 50%. They're saying like 10 and 20% on here. So the party's momentum gains a decrease by 15%, negative 15%. The chance to hit cover when shooting at enemies increased by 10% for half cover and 20% for full cover. A party member receives an injury if they receive damage that is equal to or higher than 40% of their total wounds in one round. These modifiers increase gradually up to the values above, reaching them by the end of Chapter 1. These modifiers increase gradually up to the values above, reaching them by the end of Chapter 1. So we're talking, it is going to build up after a while. So, let me be really clear with you guys right off the beginning. I'm gonna die a lot. Yes, this is a brand new game, Rogue Trader. I appreciate you guys being here. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna do everything that I can for the Emperor and make sure that his reign is supreme. And we take out anything that might be odd and not humanly possible. You know what I mean? If it don't look human, we get rid of it. You gotta go. You're either with us or you're not, or you're dead. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and pop into here, and we're gonna try hard. I will die a lot. There will be a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Quick saving. There will be a lot of save scumming. So I'm gonna let you know that for right now, that's what's gonna happen. Let's see. Damage required to receive injuries and wounds. Yes, injuries and wounds are gonna be really, really hard. There's not really much of a healing class, so let's go ahead and do this. Choosing this difficulty is not recommended for players not familiar already in Rogue Trader systems, except we're going in. My name is MrHardcoreMode, and welcome to my channel. My name speaks for itself. Looks like we got some pre-made appearance characters, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do a custom character. Go off with the appearance. That's cool. Oh, there we go. We got a black character. Cool. Oh, they even changed the way they look. It's a lot better than what we had in what's it called? In the previous games. Wrath of the Righteous. Not bad. Hey, we got a black character. I'm surprised that they would do this. Yo, we got another one? Yo. He looks badass. I might do either him. Oh, and they change it depending on the dude. That's good. That's good. Honestly don't know. This guy looks fucking badass. I would not fuck with this dude. Dude looks alright. He looks pretty good. I like the fact that he's walking with his men. That's pretty dope. I think that's what sets it off. Let's go with this one. Face. I think we're gonna keep the face. If there's anything to add to it, I will go ahead and do that. Oh, they even add the scars and everything. Body. What bodies do we got? Oh, chunky. Okay, cool. I eat my Wheaties, so we're gonna go with this. I'm actually glad that they did that, because I have not seen many black characters in Warhammer. Not many. Hair color, we're gonna go with... Actually, I like the way it is. Should I go with some gray dreads or something? I don't think that's the proper color, by the way. Ooh, is that like a grayish one? I think that is. Oh. Oh, grizzled up, dude. It's almost too white to the point where it looks kind of like metal tubes. Like, I would like to say it's like gray dreads, but I think the one that really was well done was not that one. I think it was like one of these. No, see, that's like too white. Yeah, it's like, it almost looks metallic even. That's black. I'm looking for an aged look. I think it's literally this one. Yeah, that one. Eyebrows, let's see what we got. No. I did like this one. Tattoos, what do we have? We're not gonna see the back. We're not gonna see a lot of this, but hey, I would like to see some of it. Nice. Wait, that's almost heretic. Whoa. We're not gonna wear this heretic freaking tattoos. Oh, hell no. You ain't gonna get me in trouble. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. All of them look heretic-ish. Or maybe they don't. You know what? That one looks... Yeah, this one looks... Yeah, better. The other arm... Oh, no. I like that one, but on the other arm. So let's go with this one. No, wrong one. There we go. Wait, you can only have one... Okay, we'll go with this one. That's fine. I thought you could have two. Apparently not. Go for white. That is not white. That is something else. Let's see. We're obviously not going to see any of this, but that's fine. Just want to enjoy myself for 2 seconds before I get my ass beat. This game. All day. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah. Wait, I see a metal piece right there. Ooh. Ooh, that looks dope. I wish there was a silver version of that. And I can only choose one. Oh, there's another augmentation. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, okay. We can do 2 augments. Okay. I'm kind of excited right now. Not that one. The mouthpiece is calling me. I can tell you that. Yeah, I like that because it matches with the scar. Like I got shot right through my mouth and they had to add an extra jaw. Yeah, I like that. That's some roleplay right there. Oh, no. Keep the mouth. Where'd you go? Boom, keep the mouth. Got that one. That seems almost soldierish. And it's not what we're going for. That one's going through his nose. What's this one? Nah. Go for what we got here. Ooh, I like. I'm surprised there's no red light thingy. Or like a side eye. Like a red eye. Surprised there's not that. Let's go for this. I'm feeling it.
Excellence matters.
Absolutely not.
For the Emperor! Stay faithful, and you will be rewarded. Look upon the Emperor's faithful and tremble. Deliver their demise.
Like it.
Let my fury rain down upon thee.
Okay, I like that. Hold on. Pragmatic.
This could be an opportunity.
That's a really good voice.
Time to reap the spoils of the battle.
Ah, so this man's all about the money.
I'll make it happen.
Your existence is naught but ashes.
Death's hand. My tactics are flawless.
Oh, there's the female versions.
Heresy grows from idleness.
There we go. I like the pious one. Okay. So our guy is going to pretty much be a sort of... His life was shit. Alright? And he went from rags to riches. So we're gonna go with that. Allen thinks of the Emperor. That's his story. Here is his home world. What is this? A hive world? Oh god. That's the worst. Strength in numbers. Hive world characters gain a... Characters gain a +1 in fellowship bonus. Represents a character's ability to interact with other creatures, to deceive, charm, or befriend them. High fellowship will help a character find... Oh. Bonus can provide different abilities, items, actions, such use of cover. So this is fellowship, which is basically charisma. Resolve is there in 3 or more creatures, allies, or enemies in a 3-cell radius. That they suffer a -2 penalty to resolve with no creatures around. Negative modifier applied to a skill characteristic score, damage, armor, For other characters' parameters, a penalty can be applied by various negative effects, traumas, items, and abilities. Okay, yeah. To resolve. Forge worlds. Forge worlds are a domain of Adeptus Mechanicus. Entire planets are seceded to the demands of the vast macro industries. Each is a manufacturing super complex of unimaginable capacity and power. For millennia, different forges. Is this basically where people, where those half man, half machine looking, like sage looking motherfuckers are, is that who they are? Distance to the forge. Forge world characters gain a stacking of 10 bonus to hit chance and dodge chance. Seal of the Forge, pinnacle of weaponry. First attack in combat with any plasma, melta, or power weapon deals an additional damage to the ruler. Nice. So the fellowship is down, but the intelligence and toughness is up. So this is your mage class, if you will. Imperial World. Humanity's finest. Imperial World characters can select any characteristic except for weapon skill or ballistic skill, and add a +10 bonus. Whoa. An Imperial World is one of a million planets united by the belief in the immortal God Emperor, hailing from hyper-technological societies to grimy feudal populations. Interesting. So this would tie to my character. Better to die for the Emperor. While under 40% wounds, Emperor World characters gain a +10 to characteristics and +2 to resolve. What is resolve? Tell me about it. Influences how efficiently and for long characters fight in the battle. It determines the amount of momentum gained at the beginning of each turn or after killing an enemy. What is momentum? Momentum, your party members can use unique abilities called heroic acts and desperate measures. That's kind of important. In battle, the level of momentum changes depending on the characters, on the actions of characters. The momentum gauge reaches 175 or more. Any party member can use a heroic act. That sounds kind of important. Doing my part. No other character in the current party has the same archetype as this character. The first use of the abilities from this archetype costs -1 AP. I know what AP is. Stronger to all allies excluding Xenos. All allies excluding Xenos in the current party, +5 to the same characteristic as was chosen for Humanized Finest. Okay. Ready to serve. Okay, I like that. Fortress World. Perception, willpower. This is for people that want to have, I'm guessing, better sniping, maybe. Make sure they get the Combat Addict. Fortress World characters gain a +7 ballistic. Yeah, it's for the shooters. If you're trying to shoot better, Fortress Worlds is where it's at. If you're trying to bolster your allies or bolster yourself, this is another one. I think also Hive World is also a good one for persuasion and coercion and commerce skills. World characters. Evolve if there are 3 or more creatures, allies, or enemies in a 3-cell radius. If they suffer a negative penalty, resolve no creatures around. I want to do Imperial World. Humanity's finest. Ooh, I can choose. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it literally just said that. Strength. Agility. Intelligence. I feel like agility might be really good. Plus, so you can get a +10 in fellowship. Besides the High World just giving you I mean, they give you agility. So Imperial World lets you decide. so you can get the fellowship. Okay. Okay. And what is fellowship? Represents a character's ability to interact with other creatures to deceive, charm, or befriend them. Done. Oh yeah. Oh man. Me looking regal as fuck. They took my hair? Wait. If I remember correctly, Outpost, you can take off the helmet. Cool. Awesome. I love you guys. Thank you for letting me hide that. Color scheme. I'm liking the black. Ooh, is that blue? Hells yeah. I love me some blue. Okay, my origin story. Astra Militarum Commander. Commissaire. Prime Lord. Ministorum Priest. Oh, they changed my clothes again. Oh, this was the top one. Okay, that's my fault. Ooh. Hold on. The Imperial Navy is responsible for the fleets of voice ships that assert the dominance of the Imperium, admin, and stars. Oh man, sorry. There's a lot of words in Warhammer that they just flat out just throw at you, and you're just like fumbling. Astra Militarum Adeptus, and I'm just like, what? I remember watching one of Luton's things, one of his videos on the lore, and I'm just like, what is this first? And I would have to break it down and figure it out. A sanctioned psyker, are feared and distrusted, but are nonetheless valuable assets to the Imperium. The role of the Adeptus, see what I mean? Adeptus Astra Telepathica. See, they're all made up words, but they make sense if you figure it out. Like, obviously psychers are able to use telepathy, so they just use telepathica. So it kind of makes sense. Is to recruit, identify, and classify those found to possess psychic abilities. The most powerful, who somehow survived the rigorous sanctioning rituals, are selected to serve on the battlefield. The mind of the sanctioned psyker is steeled against the manifold dangers risked by wielders of warp powers. You were one of those found worthy to serve humanity and have miraculously survived the perils of the war. So, there's sanctioned psychers, and then there's unsanctioned psychers. So, have reduced to negative 20% chance of triggering a psychic phenomena. Basically, the warp is fucking with their mind. It does that to both sanctioned psychers and unsanctioned psychers, but for sanctioned psychers, they prove to be more powerful and more resilient to the warp. If that makes sense, if I'm getting that correctly. Master of Flame, who is able to create. Oh god. The psyker abilities look cool. I know everybody uses noble, and I get that. The persuasion, the coercion, I get it. I mean, I get it. I mean, it makes sense. Everybody would use this. I mean, you're the captain. It makes sense. This one works on agility, commerce, and demolition. And fellowship. Yeah, that commerce part right there. Mm-hmm. Scatter. All allies affected by brace for incaps suffer only half damage from all attacks of opportunity. Get off me. Also allows the Navy officer to use any ranged weapon in the threatened areas. Knocks enemies prone, and pushes them one cell away during the effect. I'm gonna let you know right now, knockback and prone in any game is fucking great. If you got trip attack, and there's trip attack in the game, use trip attack. Do not use anything else, because if you trip them, I mean, that's a free hit, except in Baldur's Gate 3 for some odd reason. When you trip a person and then they try to get up, there's no attack of opportunity. In Pathfinder though, when you trip somebody and they try to get back up, every ally you got around that tripped enemy or prone enemy whips their ass. It's fucking great. I wish Baldur's Gate 3 had that. Also, they should have disadvantage if they're prone. I don't know why it's so hard to hit somebody that's on the ground. I'm gonna let you know. I've been into some fights. If you're on the ground, you're done. Done. I'm probably gonna choose Navy Officer. Do not falter. All allies affected by brace for impact do not suffer the negative effects of melee superiority. The entire combat. Melee superiority in melee combat. Target surrounded by more allies than enemies receives a 10 weapon skill bonus for each additional. Ooh, I like that. I like this. And not only that, I'll get skill modifiers for demolition, commerce, agility, and fellowship. I want it. I want it. Keep going. Also, what does the hat look like? I'm gonna be honest with you. I really want to keep the hat on. I really do. But I'm not gonna do it. Ooh, with the red? With the red? Ooh. Ooh, with the dark red? Oh, you are... I don't know. The dark red is calling me, that's for sure. Then there's the white one. I'm gonna be honest, the red one looks pretty dope. I am going to take off the hat. Only for a little while. Complete it like that. Okay, my triumph. Feat of greatness. Command a void ship, under your command, a void ship braved a terrible warp storm without a single casualty with among the crew. Awareness. For perception. Is the subconscious ability to react to things that the consciousness mind may not perceive. Allows a character to notice traps, covertly hidden objects, secret passages, and unusual... Okay, so basically traps. Okay. Go to pirate squadron into a gravitational tear to the stars, thereby destroying the whole fleet through your cunning alone. Tech use. Not gonna be towards tech use. Your ship became the first to take a now reclaimed warp route to a cluster of humanity's lost worlds. And that will go with my commerce modifier. That's cool. Hey, that money's going towards the Emperor, so let's go ahead and do it. You have journeyed through the dark and forsaken systems, and the things you have seen have left a mark on your soul that will never heal. Dang, that's pretty real. Don't take away my commerce, don't take away my persuasion. Hey man, I've been through some shit. That's all it says. Okay, here we go. Now, if I've seen things, what people have chosen, I've seen a lot of people choose the whole officer thing, and that's great. Master tactician, grand strategist, makes sense. But I want to go with something else. I would like to go with a grand strategist, if possible. Oh, well, there's actually two choices. Operative. Operative uses intelligence and perception to find and exploit weaknesses in an enemy's defenses. None can withstand the attack from an operative. Analyze enemies. I do like to analyze enemies. Dismantling attack? Whoa, what does that mean? An operative immediately inflicts one exploit on all enemies in combat and they make a free attack against a target. That attacks always hits. Whoa! Until the end of combat, the target of this attack suffers a negative 30% penalty to dodge and a penalty to armor. Second weapon, the offer immediately inflicts one exploit on all enemies and make a free attack against a target. That's pretty good. That's just one ability. Well, let's go back. There's a lot going on in my brain, and I just need to take it one step at a time. Go back to, yeah, archetypes. Whew, a lot. There's a lot going on. So this uses intelligence and perception, uses willpower and fellowship. So in actuality, with my fellowship, this is where I would go. I mean, if I'm going to be using fellowship, I should follow fellowship. It makes sense. I don't have to. Is the music loud enough? Are we good on the music? Yeah? Okay. Single target buffs, rescuing allies, and momentum. I think I should take officer. Let's see where I go from there. There might be respecking later on. Forces an ally to fully push themselves, increasing their characteristics by +5/+2 officers fellowship and 1 for 1 round. So their fellowship actually ties with their... Okay. All the officers' abilities can be applied to target the voice command. The officers immediately grants an ally an extra turn. Yo, this build... Yeah, we're going here. Yep, we're going here. Alright. Fine. I'll do it. We got fellowship up to 45. It affects our persuasion. Oh, and I guess we could use our... So I can bring up intelligence if I wanted to. Also, what kind of weapon... it sounds like I'm doing a lot of buffing and debuffing to the enemy, but I have to know something. Am I gonna be good at what type of weapons am I gonna be with? Mystic skills. Strength. Inflicts the damage a character inflicts with melee, but also allows them to lift heavier objects. For each bonus point, the strength character deals 1 additional damage with melee weapons. It affects athletics as well. Can shrug off enemy. Sorry. Oh, it goes by 5. Interesting. If we're gonna be doing hard, this needs to go up to 40. Perception, agility, ballistics, reflects character's accuracy with all forms of ranged weapons. I should probably do this, considering that I'm not going to be frontlining. What is perception, though? Character perceives their surroundings. We only get 10, so we gotta choose. I heard that the level cap is 50, if I remember correctly. Is it 50? gonna go with 40. Yeah, you gotta be able to shoot your enemy. You could do all the buffs and debuffs, but everybody has to do damage. That is the law for almost anything. Oh, this... Yeah, that's the one that I got. Ooh, I can name it? Alright, chat. What are we doing? You know what? Did I even name my character? Oh, no, I think it's coming up next. We're gonna call it... Hold on, all caps. Articus? Articus? I'm just gonna make up a word like they always do. Modius. The SS Hardicus Modius. Hey man, if they can do it, I can. Oh, look at this ship. This looks badass. I'm glad I got it. I don't want the other one. Looks like my intellect isn't all that great, but the commerce is up there. Good, that's good. Alright. And this is what we're going for. Alright. And let's name our character. Since I'm in the Navy... Captain Hardcore Mode. Hell yeah. Yeah, and here we go. Do this. I'm gonna get my ass whooped. I'm gonna get my ass whooped. Gonna get my ass whooped. And chat's gonna laugh. I'm gonna get my ass whooped. Game, the UI and the HUD and everything looks absolutely amazing. They said, can you give us an aesthetic from Warhammer? And they said, done. Oh, little servitors. I told them to take the hat off, but okay.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Hold on. Hold on. I know you want to see everything that this game has to offer, so right here, are we good? I might be too big, so I'm gonna make myself small! Is that good? I think that's good. I think that's good. The man who has approached you is gazing down into the depths of the vast temple on one of the lower docks. Oh, luckily. Truly an awe-aspiring sight.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with the chance to give their very life for the master of humanity.
Hold on one second. Let me make sure that the music is lower than the voice acting. That would be sound right here. Put you down to 90. The voices at 100%. The music, you're doing great. Absolutely great. Take you down to 80%, please. FX. We'll see how this goes. Apply. Save.
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencius. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Okay. So a rogue trader basically is a subject of the Imperium with a unique hereditary title. A rogue trader is tasked with exploring and exploiting the still uncharted reigns of the galaxy for the benefit of mankind. Commodore Captain MrHardcoreMode, Van Miernard, Lord Captain of Duris's Blessing.
My regards, Lord Captain. Though perhaps I should refrain from addressing you thus while aboard this vessel. With all due respect, Commodore.
Boydevar smiles faintly, but you are not sure it is directed at you.
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencius, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
You have a curious title, Master of Whispers. Tell me, what are your responsibilities?
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Yeah, sure. You're definitely gonna betray us. Anyway. You say I am a rogue trader's heirs, so there's another candidate.
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
Him? Interesting. Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor. I see that you are shocked. Yes, you understood correctly. Lady Theodora's authority indeed supersedes that of those whom you obeyed before. The Lord Captain's power is so great that she is capable of performing unthinkable feats, such as changing the fate of a servant of the Imperium. Your fate.
And I assume you had a goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far.
This guy's definitely gonna betray us.
The Lord's Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Indeed. Rochator Theodora von Valencius desires to personally meet me. With character by clicking yes. So we're supposed to follow him.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
The blood of marshes. Some objects in the game can be interacted with. Hold tab to objects can be interacted with. Okay, hold tab. I heard the Seneschal gave the senior officers another public dressing down recently. I'm not gonna read that whole thing. I'm gonna take it one bit at a time. Show the data on the bid screen. Sacred mechanism has been interfered with without due reverence. The duration of the data processing cycle has been tripled. Technomat? Glory to the Omnissiah, giver of knowledge. I wonder if you could be a techno dude. I bet you can. Massive conference table, obviously crafted from real wood, a resource of incredible value. A worker, remember, is hard at work, bowing his head in fear to avoiding getting looking at you. If I see you raise your head again, I will hand you over to the tech priests for experimentation.
Over us.
I'm gonna be that annoying guy that sings about the God Emperor, just like the Sisters of Battle. Oh, and I heard that you cannot romance the Sisters of Battle lady that joins your crew. Obviously, because she's fully devoted to the Emperor, so it makes sense. That one I'll allow. But that Pathfinder Kingmaker shit with Amira? That's fucked up, Owlcat. That's fucked up. Can't have sex with a fucking barbarian. Are you fucking kidding me? You goddamn liar. Oh, you can't romance you because you only think of battle. Nah, son. Nah, that came out of pocket. Alright, let's get out of here.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Oh, saving already. Ooh, we get some cutscenes in
One
here.
of the von Valencius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
If I have the time.
What's happening?
Oh, we're already at it?
The servitors have gone berserk! May the blessings of the divine grant us the courage and strength.
You have been ambushed. The battle begins. To survive the grim darkness of the far future, you will have to face enemies of all kinds and fight for your life. These hints and tutorials will familiarize you with the combat. Okay? Start battle. Manufacturing servitor. Oh, damn. Deleted. Oh, he deleted 2 people already. Joint analysis. All battles in the game are turn-based and take place on a grid. On their turn, a character can move, attack, and use their abilities. Please select the cell within the highlighted area and double-click LB on it to move the character. Movement, MP. Determine how far your character can move on their turn. 1 MP corresponds with 1 cell on the battlefield. Moving diagonally is more costly. Moving diagonally is more costly. Every second diagonal cell uses... Whoa, I did not know that. Interesting. At the beginning of each turn, movement points are restored to the maximum value. Okay, gotcha. Yep, I'm seeing... So this is movement right here. AP right here. That... Interesting. That line right there changed colors. Is that accuracy? Okay, hold tab and you can get some more information. That 30 is not their level, that is HP. I'm gonna go here.
Let my enemies tremble at the sound of my steps.
To make attacks and use abilities in combat, a character must spend AP. The total is displayed on the panel at the bottom. Every attack or ability has a certain AP cost associated with it. Makes sense? Will be a single shot icon on the weapons panel at the bottom of the screen. However, the cursor over an enemy, a tooltip will appear showing your chances of hitting the enemy. Hover. Okay. The amount of damage your character deals depends on the parameters of the weapon they are using. The effectiveness of the shot depends on the distance between the character and their enemy. When you target an enemy with a single shot, you will see 2 areas denoting the weapon's effective and maximum firing range. Certain abilities in the game are considered attack actions and can only be used once per turn, unless affected by specific talents or other abilities characters might have. Okay, gotcha. Alright. 7 out of 11. Gotcha. Armor penetration, 15. Highlighted it. Okay, pretty simple.
The Emperor commands.
Nice. Good. When you're ready to end your turn, hit spacebar. Okay. I'm the only one in the party. Bonk. Pew pew! You missed? You're fired. I guess he's fired.
Actions will see your corrupt way has failed you.
Damn. I could scarcely believe
What
it.
Suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and their heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Without taking his eyes off the bodies on the floor, Bulgari, what's his name? Voigvir removes the Vox caster from his belt and speaks a few quick orders into the device. Then he turns to you. Spread out. No one is allowed to enter the premises.
I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
The Master of Whispers gives you a curt bow. Looks like I'm on my own. You can open the map. Okay, that's where we started. This is where we're going. Got it.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
So they no loot from them. Okay, moving on. What's this? A violet alloy, which upon closer examination turns out to be what? Turns out to be handcrafted objects. Symbols carved with a primitive tool are visible on the surface. Obviously going the wrong way because I am very smart.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Black shard resembling obsidian. If you look closely, you can discern a strange, barely will glow inside the artifact.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Massive golden amalgamation with sparkling particles. A lot of different stones, rocks in this world. Looks like she's collected a lot. Is this lady our mom, by the way? Grand Void Sip Temple occupies the entire space below the officer's deck, and it lit by the countless candles and lumens. Beautiful. Very beautiful game.
Watches over us.
One of these days, Owlcat Games is going to have to step up their engine or their graphics. This is good, but it could be better. They have the means. They have the means. They clearly work hard. Clearly. Looks like everybody's aware of the attack. Oh, more tech priests. Praise be to the machine god. May the holy connections be guarded against the evils of entropy. They're crazy. Everybody's crazy. Massive golden structure never stops moving on a moment. Bounces off the orbits. Okay, cool.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Dang, rightfully ours. That's some fucked up shit to say. I think that's her. That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora, says the man dressed in peculiar garbs, his voice tight with tension. His face, half of which is covered by sin skin, is twisted in a grimace of displeasure and disbelief. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide, practically an admission of heresy. She's not voiced? Theodore is not voiced? The main lady? That's so weird. This lady has been seen. There's even like a little trailer, like cartoon of this lady, and she was voiced, but not in the game? I don't know, man. That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. Tall grade, I'll do my best though. A tall grade-haired woman pins him with her gaze. Her cybernetic eye flashes crimson. Then suggest an alternate that will satisfy me. I have described the situation no worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with the Ion 6 Elthrad? Survey the room. Your first impression of Elthrad, who appears to be about 30 years old, is a parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements of all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. In stark contrast to Elthrad, Theodore von Valentius' features appear as if they were carved from marble. Eternal and indestructible, head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Elthrad. Behind the two of them, you see two men. One is gray-haired officer of impeccable bearing who is studying the contents of his data slate. The other is a behemoth bristling with holstering and baldricks containing all manner of weapons. Oh, so she's got two badass guards around her. Okay, got it. Our second candidate has joined us. The dry female voice and the powerful feeling of being watched force you to look at Theodora. The rogue trader is looking straight at you, and her gaze, like herself, is predatory and oppressive. Captain Hardcore Mode, approach and give me your answer. The character skills reflect their knowledge. Okay. Ooh, 2 succeeds. Nice. Consider this hypothetical situation. Aeon 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis Expanse. High seismic activity. Regular magma eruptions. Metamorphic rock disparts. Prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say. But attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanish overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure? No matter what means I would have to use, the riches are... Dang. I like choice 4. Oh, and then you have the option, I do not know. Well, we have these lore options. I would like to sound like a complete asshole, though. These reports of spirits certainly sound like evidence of heresy. However, I would put my interest first. No matter what means I would have to use, the riches of Ion 6 would be mine. Damn. I like both of these answers. This one, I want to see what they say. I like how I'm on the first, question, and I'm like, I don't know what to pick with this one. I wish she was fully voice acted, though. She is a very important character in this whole story, and she's not voiced. That is so weird. That is so awkward. She seems a bit impatient, too. And she wants to mine on Aeon 6. Those reports of spirits certainly sound like evidence of heresy. However, I would put my interests first. No matter what means I would have to use, the riches Ion 6 would be mine. Theodora's smile ever so slightly. Yes, now I see the blood of the dynasty in your veins. Greed, disgust, disguised as pride and vanity. What say you to that, Ethrad? There is an answer that is quite different from yours, isn't it? Eldithrad hails. Perhaps I have not yet acquainted myself with all the intricacies of serving on the frontier, but my loyalty to the God Emperor forbids even a shadow of such thoughts. Heresy, whatever form it may take, must be exterminated, and there can be no place for base ambitions. I know his tenets will, unlike our new acquaintance. Damn, I could be a complete asshole. I love this. Ooh, I could engage with her. I find your tone most disagreeable, Eldithrad. You will kindly alter your manner in which you address me, or else you will live to regret the consequences. He tilts his head. Well, I find your company disagreeable, Captain HardcoreMode, and yet I am forced to endure such. Eldithrad? Her tone renders him silent. I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me, then, why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commerce, the inspection of the compartments in his purview. I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I will forget the time. Eldithrad bows ceremoniously and takes his leave without sparing you another look. Theodora's gaze follows him as he leaves. Then she turns to you. So, Captain HardcoreMode, why are you here? There are questions that I wish to have answered. You are direct. I approve. But you will have to wait. There's something I want you to understand first. My name is Theodore von Valancius Massimo of Man, these words are hard. I'm doing my best, chat. I'm doing my best. Massimo Afscaris. I am a rogue traitor in the service of the God Emperor of humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic, the warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkest beyond the Imperium and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign and bode death and ruin us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find therein, resource, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that are no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you, Captain HardcoreMode, are one of those with the Von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the full hour comes. One of. Does that mean there are other heirs? Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Eldithrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of the warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Theodora sighs and looks away pensively for a brief moment. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Vadgr served me for many years before he made his mistake. Did I hear you correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you? His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name of Von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Rodvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least. Damn, she basically said, like, what? Like any boss in any job. She basically said, like, oh, why do you wanna move up in rank? You're doing great where you are. You're doing great. You're doing your job so well that why would I move you up to do something else? I'll think about it. I'll think about it. And she's like, I'm not gonna think about it. Anybody ever like try to get a raise or a promotion, and then your boss is basically just saying, I'll think about it. You're really good at where you're at right now. I mean, you are great right here. That's basically what she said. May I ask my question? If you are satisfied with Elthrad, then what sense is there having this conversation? Why are you wasting your time on me? Theodora shakes her head. Impatience. I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Elthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquire in your former life may prove invaluable here in the Coronis Expanse. You were once a Lord Captain yourself aboard your own ship. You know everything there is to know about the life of this gargantuan beast and its thousands of crew members. You know how fickle machine spirits can be. How weak-willed are the rabble from the lower decks. How a single tactical decision can turn the tide of a battle. Few people can claim to have such priceless experience that is so highly sought after in my calling. Moreover, even changing your family name will not rid you of the fame you previously garnered. I hope it will also help you bring glory to the Von Valancius dynasty, to which you now belong. Thank you for clarifying. May I ask you some questions now? Ivana, affixed to Theodora's attire, suddenly comes to life, but all you can hear is unintelligible noise. Theodora winces, shuts off the transmission, and gives you an imperious nod. I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's transition out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. Let's make it quick. Surely there are ways I could prove myself a worthy heir? I don't think I want to say that. That almost makes me sound weak. That's basically saying, what do I gotta do to get my grades up? No, I'm not gonna say something like that. An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew. Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance, or it would be the warp plane tricks on us in spite of the Geller field. Perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all. The gray-haired officer gives the rogue trader a look of cautious disapproval. Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spreading about my uneducated riffraff. Enough, Abelard? Abelard. Such heresy amuses me. Idra, eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. She turns to you. The ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators. What the hell is that? Any type of digital computer in the Imperium man. That's a weird word, but I'll use it. And unused compartments to make ignorant folk speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live. And where is this ship headed? The Rykard system, the domain of the rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Only 3 rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possess resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valencius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. Damn. I take out the... wait, there's a total of 3, right? So we're the one and there's other 2. Yeah, we gotta get that money. I set the course for Rykard on the demand. Theodore grimaces. She gives you a stern look, then shrugs. For a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of your purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time. Well then, I have no further questions. In that case, I shall head to... Theodore's Vox awakens once more. This time you pick up shouting. The Lord Captain freezes, listening to the Vox cast, then nods and draws her weapon. Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if you need arises, protect the new blood. She glances at you. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated. Oh, but... heretics! The lot of you! You shall...
I will cast you into eternal darkness.
Or what he said. All combatants have acts and turns. Very true. Guess the line is right. Yo, I put my camera in the right spot. Kill them. Get a better look. Damn, Mort! Dodged.
Reduced to dust.
Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Cover that a character can hide behind are marked with a shield. Oh, I know this. Please. I played XCOM 2, okay? On the hardest difficulty. Get off my ass. First of all, what is this little thing that she said, kill them all? What is that? Or you cannot tell me. That's fine. You don't have to tell me. Plus 50 ballistic skill until the end of combat. Okay. Oh, maybe that's all the information right there. Source is Theodora. Yeah, it's right there. Never mind then. That is all the information. Wait, why would you move there? You don't need to move. Wait, so you would be in cover, but you have to move to shoot? Explain? I literally can move here. Oh, hold on. Move. Then you want to... How much AP do we got? +2 on deflection for each arc attack.
I will not be deterred.
Cool.
And so shall it be done.
You missed? The character has just missed. To increase hit chance, equip your character with a decent weapon. Fuck you, game. Listen, if you want to not miss, how about you get her better gun? That's the only gun we got. It is what it is. Move on. Yeah, that Mort guy right there. This guy right here, Mort. I ain't fucking with Mort. They are on it, old bird. Ah. She was just voiced. She just laughed. So she is voiced. That was a nice hit.
One fewer target.
Mort. Wait, did he do friendly damage or not? Your character has received a temporary positive effect from an ally. Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm just gonna shoot my little pistol that hasn't killed anybody. Another dodge. That's great. They're just gonna look better than me. They just look cooler. Yeah! Mort just dodged. And Mort's gonna kill that guy now. Those plasma guns, I want one.
Reduce the dust.
He's killed like 6 people. Mort over here. Jesus, Mort. I haven't done a damn thing. Where the hell have you all been? Theodore waves her hand in a commanding gesture. Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. The rogue trader turns her eyes to you. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst out in the deck, Not bad. I've seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel. She looks at the Vox in her hand. All you can hear is lifeless static. The incident with the rampaging servitors may be connected to what is transpiring now, Your Highness. Possibly, quite likely. Theodore winces and flicks the switch on her Vox a few times. We will investigate at a later time. Right now, we need to isolate the affected compartments and try to assess the situation. What are your orders? She breaks eye contact with you. Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the arch-militant requires aid, and be quick about it. Okay. Where's Mort?
Let us walk this path to
Any
the
loot?
end.
Are you telling me all the people that you guys killed, I can't get the loot? Like, when when people tell me not to get the loot, it really
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
it really hurts. Like, no, you cannot have this loot. What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Oh, check them out. Downwards, it looks like.
Know your duty.